Alright, so here are 5 unit combos I'm going to show you that could work out. Basically, it's not exactly their actual skill combos, it's just units that work well together, and I'll tell you why exactly they do work out well together. And I think this is obviously the most obvious one, but why don't we just get into it? So this combo is more of a speed combo to help your other units out in a team. And basically, Finral is going to be, first off, he is going to be usually attacking first, especially if you got him Awakened 5, because he's going to have 126 speed, which is tied with William for the highest speed in the game. Now, what Finral does is increase speed, increase attack and damage, and then increase speed more. His whole thing is about increasing your speed and making you attack quicker. And when you pair that alongside Lotus, who decreases stamina and decreases speed, they're going to be working hand in hand together. Basically, stamina also decreases the enemy speed. So Finral increases your speed, he decreases enemy speed to make you attack quicker. And these are AoE, so all the enemies will be attacking a lot slower and their turns will be reduced. Now, if you are missing one of the two and you still want to run this, you could maybe try Valtos. So he also has the same speed as Finral, and he does increase stamina to an ally, and then to all allies he increases stamina, which could basically counteract Lotus and also increase speed, just make you attack quicker. So this is an option, but I don't think it is a good one. I think if you really want to be effective with this first combo, the best thing is to run Finral with Lotus. And Valtos is there, but I don't really recommend them too much. But, you know, if you're feeling like it, right? Now, next up, it is this combo. This combo is going to be a tanky-ass combo. Now, basically, this is going to revolve around a lot around Rhodes. He is a tank through and through. He is increasing everyone's defense by 140% to all allies for 2 turns. And then his ultimate has a barrier and then more endurance. So basically, with Rhodes, first off, he's not going to be taking much damage. He has 81,000 HP, which I'm pretty sure is the highest HP in the game, with an insane defense stat. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. With an insane defense stat. I think this is very good. Alongside his HP, you will not be killing him. And then he could also taunt and have more speed. So overall, his speed is pretty low, but with this, it's a bit better. And also the taunt is very nice. So he's going to be kind of tanking for the team. While Charlotte, wait, did I? Okay. I put the wrong unit here, so let me just switch that out real quick. While Charlotte is going to be basically debuffing, the main thing is going to be the attack reduction. So you're going to basically be stacking the attack reduction. He's going to she is going to bring attack reduction. He's going to bring magic attack reduction and also weapon disarm, which is going to make them do 34% less damage. So in total, you're going to do a lot of AoE debuffing of lowering their attack alongside Rhodes. So they're not going to be able to do much damage. Rhodes tanks, and then you're going to be lowering their attack. So you are not taking any damage with this team usually. And then Marks, if you want, as a replacement, because he does put attack reduction to one ally, to one enemy. So if you really want to, and you see that DPS unit and you only want to target a DPS unit, then this is your guy. But if not, I think that this is probably the combo you're gonna have to go for this specific one. I never said these were free to play because, you know, 3 SSRs, not the easiest, right? Now, this one is honestly one I want to try out a lot. So for this one, basically how it works, oh, I don't know why that's there. How this team works is basically you're going to be burning with both of them, and with the burns, they both do more damage. So Leopold's skill 2 is a 3-person hit, which has a 50% chance to burn for 2 turns. And what this does, obviously, is going to make both of them do more damage in the way that his ultimate does 50% more damage if the person has a burn on them. Yeah, that is going to be 200% attack multiplier with the highest attack stats in the game in total. So he is insane for that. Plus, he's going to have lifesteal, so he's going to be self-sufficient because of the burns. And what Fuego does is being able to put 2 burn stacks on a person. His unique passive is going to apply a burn debuff, plus this one with a 50% chance on AoE. So every single unit will have the burn stack and maybe even have 2, maybe 3. So not only are you going to have the potential 45% burn, you're also going to have the increased damage. And Fuego also gets 30% increased damage on this for 135 single target, Skill 1 single target is insane for 135%. That's almost ultimate multipliers. And then his ultimate goes to 190% while adding burn. He's going to be insanely good because of the burns, and they're going to work hand in hand. And not just that, for Okay, so applies 2% damage, increased damage done to yourself upon attacking each enemy with a burn debuff. So I'm pretty sure this means you can get up to 8% done, especially if you're running with Fuego. He's going to be applying a burn to everyone, so that's an extra 8%. These two basically complement each other very, very well. And if you don't have, let's say, Leopold, you still want to run Fuego for some reason without Leo, Magna has a AoE burn. If I'm remembering correctly, he does have an AoE burn. So if you get lucky with this, you could easily do it. But Fuego and Leopold just work so much better. But Magna does burn, so he's going to work with either or. He's going to work in either or slot. But it's still not going to make it that good, I think. But it is still an option to explore if you're like really desperate. Now, this one is a bit unique. So how this works is basically Jack is a nuker. He does insane damage on this. He gets crazy buffs on this. Penetration, crit rate, and speed. Now, what his ultimate does, first off, pretty high multipliers. Now, for each buff, you're going to get 10% increased crit rate, which is insanely good. If you stack up buffs, you're going to be doing crazy damage. Now, with what all three have in common is they give a lot of buffs. So this one gives 3 buffs from Sally. This one gives 3 buffs, and this one also gives 3 buffs, but it's more like 2 actual buffs. So, you know, anyway, 2 buffs, 3 buffs. Technically, they all give buffs. They're all amazing supporters, and all 3 of them, if I'm not wrong, okay, no, sorry, 2 of them increase crit rate, which is going to be good for guaranteeing this crit damage. Plus, also he already has pretty good crit percent, if I'm remembering correctly on how that works. And then, of course, just being able to increase more damage done and all that. And then, of course, he's going to increase his own crit rate. So if you want to get the guarantee, so already 26% plus the 27 is about like 53, 54. And then if you add the Sally crit rate, you're basically going to get a guaranteed crit hit, which is kind of what you want here. Plus, she gives 3 buffs out, and she extends buff duration. So Jack is going to be able to get a lot more buffs, and basically guarantee he's going to do insane crit hits, and he's going to be very good. He's going to be insanely good, alongside the fact that he has a Sever, which can increase damage done by 30% depending on his HP. So I think also William's going to work very well because he has Fortify, which reduces damage taken, and if you want to have more HP, it's going to go very well with Jack. So I think all 3 units are to consider. I'm not saying run all 3, but you could run like any of these 3 and you're still going to be good. Finral gives crit rate. Jack just gives insane like damage buffs with also the Fortify, and then Sally gives extend duration, which is probably the best with Jack, with also just insane crit and attack buffs in general. So I think this one is also a very fun one to explore, especially for PvE content. Now this one, basically, I think Lotus and Mars are just really cool together. Also, this is an actual one that does kind of rely on their united attack a bit. So basically, of course, Lotus does slow, puts a lot of debuffs, right? You got Incapacitate, which is a really good debuff, especially when it's 50% damage taken. What Mars does on his AoE is extend buff duration. So you're going to have an extra turn of the Incapacitate with the speed reduction. So these two already go hand in hand. But with the united attack, we're going to go check it out. So he is going to, this is Lotus, he's going to reduce speed. Level 3 is insane, AoE. But then Mars is going to be able to taunt and then reduce attack. So this is just a really good combo. But then also just Mars in general is good because he has a double stun. I don't know why the stun isn't on his united attack. I don't know if that's wrong or something, but I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to see. Maybe. Anyway, without the stun, he still has this stun, and then he's going to be very tanky. And then when you consider that he also reduces the attack, he's going to go crazy because 8,000 defense is... It is stupid, and he is a taunting unit. He does taunt on this, so if he does get that taunt off, Mars is not dying. With this much HP and this much defense, alongside Lotus, these two are going to work very well together because of the extension of debuffs. Now, if you don't want to run Lotus, you could run Rill. Rill is going to work perfectly well for this in place of Lotus. He's going to have the Incapacitate, same as Lotus, and then he also has the defense reduction. So if you put it with Mars, Mars is still going to extend the debuff duration. So I think that that is also another viable option for you, but I don't think it's as good as Lotus and Mars because they're just stupid together. So these are my 5 combos. Let me know what you guys think. I am pretty happy with the ones I chose. Let me know if there's any other combos I should kind of talk about. I might do team comps in the future. We'll have to see, but I just wanted to get this video out because I thought it was time. I feel like these 5 combos are just really, really good. I really like this combo in specific because I think it could be really toxic. But this one too seems really fun. And this one I just want to try out for PvE, obviously. And this one I don't really care about too much. But it was fun at the beginning. I did have fun running this team for a little bit because I did get Mars pretty early on, had a skill page, and yeah, it was fun. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It's been really insane, the support. So guys, thank you and goodbye.